Good morning. We back, y'all. They tested the fire alarms and stuff. Like, goodness gracious. And I tried to wait because I saw the trucks and stuff out there. This worked my nerves. And they still got to come in and look at, I don't know, I guess it was like a water or something. I don't know what it is, but they're checking like all the door frames. I don't know. I just want them to hurry up. Come in here, look at whatever you need to look at, and go. They been saying they was going to be here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's Friday. Goodness gracious. Come on. I know. I don't like it. I don't like it at all, Russ. Good. All right. We back. And they probably going to be knocking on the door sometime soon. I just want they need to have like a scheduled time. Because people work from home. Y'all can't just be... Oh, my God. Anyway. And my old suspicious tale that watched a show last night. New York something. About the people putting a pinhole camera on the other side of the man's door and all this. It didn't help none of my damn suspicions about the people's being over here. Because since I done been here, they done put lights up outside. It's all kinds of stuff going on. I said, this place been here forever. And then CERCA get to talking to stuff. She be talking about it now. It's cameras and lights and all kinds of stuff. I don't know about it. I don't know. Good morning. Definitely. And let us know. Did she reach out to the Red Cross? If she didn't, have her call them today. And then let us know if she needs anything too. Definitely. But sometimes when you lose everything, it be a thing of God. God been telling you to move. Because, honey, I done lost it all a few times. Not in a fire. I used to say, dang, there was like a fire. But God would be moving me to something better. And I know she probably feels devastated. But tell her God got some stuff for her. He got some stuff, honey. When God pushes you out. When he pushes you out of a place that you wouldn't move from. And he can use eviction, lost job. Whatever he want to do. He going to get you to where he needs you to be. And it don't always feel comfortable. We bought our homes at this. It's only been 3 years. Oh, she got insurance. Oh, girl, was she good then? That's okay. It's all right. It's all right. It's okay. God wanted her somewhere else. That's how it works, honey. And I know, see, remember when I told you whenever anything bad happens, that is because God want to show you how big he is. You said I came in on the word. God is pushing me from a position and it's tough. It's a tough girl. Listen. How y'all think I felt when he told me to move out of state with no job and leave my car with my daughter? He said, pack up everything you got and move. I said, but I don't have a job. He said, that's fine. Leave your car with your daughter. Huh? What? The best decision I ever made. The best decision I ever made. Well, I ain't gonna say ever, but since for a long while. I don't let people in my life. Thank you so much. It was the best decision I ever made. One of them. I should say not ever, but one of the best decisions I ever made. Because when you go where God tell you to go, that means he got something waiting on you there. But when you don't move, you could keep asking him for something, but you might not get it where you are. You might not get it in the situation that you're in. Good morning. Do you understand? Some things you can't get unless you go get it. And he ain't going to give it to you when you comfortable. Most times it's going to come when you uncomfortable. I saw the largest miracles, the most amazing things when I was uncomfortable. My business plan came when I was uncomfortable. I probably would have never wrote it if I was comfortable. I would have never learned all the things that I learned teaching myself accounting if I was comfortable, because I wouldn't have needed to do any of that. So then I wouldn't have learned business. I wouldn't have learned all of the things that I learned about Customs and Border Patrol and all international shipping and international insurance and all of these things. If I was comfortable, I would have never known any of those things. If I didn't have the money when my daughter got sick and we moved into the house to not buy beds, I would have never known how to build these shelves y'all see behind me. I had to be in I didn't have 2-3 grand to go get no room and do it. So I had to take the money that I had and build them a room. And I built their whole room. From the bed that they slept in to their hampers, I built everything. Their shelves, out of doors, I built everything. I would have never known how to do that had I not been uncomfortable. I would have never known how to lay tile if I didn't move into a place where I didn't like the wall in the back. So I went to a place, got some tile, and taught myself to lay tile. I would have never known how to change out the plug on my stove if I didn't buy the wrong one and didn't have nobody to come do it. So I had to get on YouTube and learn how to do it. But guess what? If I ever have a 220 plug and need a 110, I know how to change it out on my washer and on my stove. There are things that I've had to learn in an uncomfortable situation that have not only helped me, but have helped other people. Because then they say, oh my God, I got to pay somebody to come and change this plug out. I said, no, you don't. You can get on the back of your thing, go to Lowe's and change it yourself. You ain't got to change the plug, change the cord. What? $20. $20. Saved you $564.79. Real life, I dug up my septic tank to clean my own filter to save $200. Come on now. Come on. Your uncomfortable situations teach you. God has made me give away everything in my house except for my clothes. I couldn't tell you how many times. I'm talking about I just got this furniture. I just got these marble tables. I just got these brand new shoes. He said, leave it all. I got something better. What? It's brand new. I ain't never even used it. Leave it. That's for somebody else to get. Give away these brand new beds you just got. Give them away. These mattresses, I just paid my last payment. He said, I know. I had you buy them because they need them. And then I got to be sleeping on the floor and do. None of that makes any sense. Yes, I haven't. I ain't have a labor money to fix my car. Learned to fix it myself and did. So understand that when you're uncomfortable, God is trying to give you a skill. He's trying to teach you a different mindset. He's trying to change your life. And it always don't look like what you think it should look like. Sometimes it looks completely different. It's not going to look like what you think it should look like. Transition is uncomfortable. Not knowing is very, 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 very uncomfortable. But it's so rewarding. You won't want to go back to what you know. Think about it. If you already know what's going to happen, you're not having no new experiences. You hear me? If you already know what's happening and what's going to happen, you're not having no new experiences. It's just the same old, same old. I don't want to know what's going to happen. And it's very scary. It's very scary, but it's so rewarding to step out on faith and go where you can't see. Yeah. 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 Complacency. I'm trying to tell you. You get comfortable. And I know it. I know it well. But I tell you this, the best experiences that I had in my life came out of being uncomfortable. Hey, baby. They came out of being uncomfortable. I'm trying to say blind faith. God want to know if you're going to trust him. And it's uncomfortable. Especially when you can't see and you've been in a test or experience. I try not to say test. When you've been in an experience for a long time and it feel like. But a lot of times the only reason we in it a long time is because we won't learn the lesson. God be saying, chop, chop, come on. But you still mulling over, well, I couldn't have them, or I couldn't have my job, or I wanted this. And so you're soaking. And he was like, I got something better for you. Why is you mad? See, I'm not a test person, so y'all really don't hear me saying test that much. I normally say experience, because I'm going to fail the test probably. Tests make me nervous. Experience make me excited. See, with experience, there is no pass or fail. You just learn what not to do or what to do. Say it with me. Experience is not pass or fail. It is only you learning what to do or what not to do. That's it. If you say test, then if you don't do right, then you beat yourself up. But if it's just an experience, well, I learned what not to do. I know not to take myself over to nobody's house at 2 o'clock in the morning. Because I'm going to be folded up like a pretzel, depending on the person. So then I better not do that. So when I get that call in the middle of the night, I got a feeling you're going to call me, so I'm going to turn my phone on silent. Or just block you till the morning. Facts. Got me through college and paid tuition and had no way of paying during COVID shutdown. Come on now. Listen here. I know the power of fasting and self-denial versus self-exaltation. Come on now. Come on. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. You said, wow. Whoa. Yeah. God will give you an inkling that that person is going to call. You'll feel it. And you'll be like, I knew they was going to call me. Yep. But did you reject the call? God told you so that you could be aware, so that he can make a way out of sin for you. You hear me? I took my last $418 and started a business 13 years ago. Nobody believed in me, but God said do it. I'm trying to tell you. Told you, he told me to sit down and read for 10 years, and people was like, God is not telling you that. Well, evidently he was. Because now I done taught all around the world and don't even leave my house. You said what? I done taught people. I'm an international teacher. I done taught people on 7 continents and the islands, honey. I guess God did tell me to sit down and read. Because I've been able to introduce people to something that they never even knew existed. Matter of fact, I've even introduced the people that told me God wasn't telling me to stuff that they never knew existed. It don't have to look like what people think it should look like. It don't have to sound like, feel like, nothing. Long as you know that God is telling you it's going to work out. Well, I just had this happen Monday. Someone popped up to my house that I hadn't seen in over a year. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Because once the devil see you getting free, he got to get you back in change. Y'all remember? We did the example. Ooh, I don't let people in my life. Sorry. It's like letting strangers in my house. Mm-mm. This is the thing. God always wants you to win. You just have to want you to win. And sometimes winning don't feel like winning. It feel like losing. Yes. Yes, ma'am, Miss Fields. It's a real thing. a lot of times I felt like I was losing, baby. I didn't know I was getting put on, honey. God was putting me on. I'm like, yes. Because, see, sometimes he want to expose people to you. I'm trying to tell you. He be wanting to expose people to you. And so he'll let things happen. Oh, hey, nephew. Did you get your mama stuff? You put it in your cart? I ain't forget. Did you put her stuff in her cart? I ain't forgot. Get my sister her stuff. Now. Listen. I put it in my cart. Good job. Good job, nephew. Listen. Thank you. I needed to hear this today. So much has happened. You're welcome. This is the thing, y'all. God know what we all need. Stop saying you failed the test and say, God, help me learn what I'm supposed to do or what I'm not supposed to do. I promise you, then all of that pressure about doing the right thing and being perfect and all of this, it falls off. And then if you just take it day by day, I can only live in today. I don't even know if I'm going to be alive tomorrow. I used to say that all the time. People say, oh my God. No, it's the truth. So I can't worry about tomorrow. Now, I'm not just going to live frivolously and not think about tomorrow, but I am going to live in today. Am I making it today? I told y'all when God put me on that daily money, I was so sad. He would only give me the money that I needed for that day. When I was reading and studying, he would just give me he would not give me no extra. That whole manna thing, I've experienced that, not with actual bread, but with, I'm only going to give you enough sustenance for today. I don't want you trying to stack nothing or hold. And I used to be like, why are you doing this? I didn't realize what he was setting me up for. Because even if you own a business, your business needs to make money every day. And you are waiting on something to come in every day. And it ain't guaranteed like a job. So how can I ask God to give me a business, but when he take me to, I only have enough money for that day, I get all frantic. That's what happened when you own a business, right? Or no? Any business owners in here? Or entrepreneurs or whatever it is you got. Okay, even as a hairstylist, I know I make daily money. If you do nails, if don't nobody come in, you don't make no money. God be wanting to know if you will trust him enough to just sustain you for today. Come on. That's manna. I'm just going to give you nothing. But do you trust me? Don't worry about tomorrow. You don't even know what's going to happen tomorrow. But do you trust me enough to put food in your house today? Do you trust me enough to make sure that you get back and forth to work or whatever? Do you just trust me for today? You complaining about something that ain't even happened yet. You're stressed out about something. Thank you, Jesus. You're stressed out about something that ain't even happened yet. You're not even trusting me to get you through today. Trust me for today. I'll worry about tomorrow. But do you trust me today? Thank you, Pumpkin. Do you trust me today? Do you trust that when you go home, your lights is going to be on? Living in anxiety. Come on, AJ. And when income comes in, it's going back out. Whether or not the income coming in, the bills and expenses don't stop. That's right. I'm trying to tell you. It's a hard thing, but once you get it, even if you don't got it, you be like, I don't have to have it, my dad. Good morning, Jehovah Jireh. I know, Dad, you my provider. Yeah, you done provided me with all sorts of things, whether people see them or not, like breath in my body this morning and the activity of my limbs, even though I don't deserve it because this body done been in a whole bunch of sin. You said what now? I know you gave me grace and mercy and give me all the things that I deserve. You actually gave me better and continue to do so. And we just want to say thank you. Because there's a lot of things that should be on me. Because I deliberately sinned and loved it. And your love and your mercy and your grace and your kindness kept me in my right mind when the devil wanted me to lose it. And even when I was in my van, you sent people to help me and my children every day, even from across the country. You allowed my babies while they were in those places to get special treatment. They didn't have to eat the food that the other kids ate. You hear me? You gave us favor. Even in the most detrimental situations, you looked out for me. When I was in the shelter, it wasn't that I was rebellious. You gave me favor there. When you gave me jobs that educationally I wasn't qualified for, but the experiences you gave me in life, I didn't understand that they was qualifying me for the jobs that you was going to have me run into, to the point where people was knocking on my door saying, we got a job for you. And not only did you let me get the job, you let me become the whole project manager. You said what? And I never went to school for nothing like that. How you running a project over 2,000 apartments and running a crew and you ain't never went to school for electricity, but running it down? You hear me? God will give you favor and it's not going to look like... Sorry to be yelling in your ear, Dad. I'm going to let you go. Thank you. We just wanted to tell you thank you. In the strip club and the man with the most money comes, hey, you come here. And then you walk away, he comes sit by you. Listen, I want to give you something. I don't want your stuff. I said I want to change your life. I don't know you. Well, I just prayed this morning, God, I want to go to beauty school. And I want to move back to the Midwest. I don't want to live on this West Coast no more. And there's some things that I want. And then here come a man, the wealth of the wicked. I want to give you whatever you want. And I want to move you to the Midwest. You said you want to go to beauty school. I'll pay for it. You ain't even going to owe me nothing. What else you want to do? You ain't got to take your old furniture, give it away, sell it. You don't need it. I'm going to furnish you a brand new apartment, baby. Buy you a van, and it's yours to keep in your name. No payments on it. Your insurance is paid up for a year. Your rent is paid up for a year. All you got to do is go to school. The wealth of the wicked, thank you. But I had been going through hell prior to that. 4 kids. 4 baby daddies. Hated working in collections because I had to be angry all day. Wanted to stay home, was missing my kids. First steps, first words, first everything, because somebody at daycare had them. And I said, God, I'm the only parent they got. God said, will you trust me? You trusted everybody else and they let you down. Will you trust me? Detach from those you love and walk with me. They the ones keep hurting you. They the ones keep keeping you under their thumb. They telling you I'm telling them to do that, but I'm not. And when I walked away from what was comfortable, even though it was making me sick, God has not, thank you, Jesus, stopped showing me miracles until this day. But I had to leave my family. I'm going to be honest. I had to get away from them because they were making me sick. And they wasn't going to let me walk in my purpose because a prophet is not accepted in his own town, in his own family, in his own home. You hear me? And then when God started doing miracles for me, they started to speak again. That ain't God. God, when you don't know what I prayed for, you don't know what I wrote in my journal, because everything that's happening to me is things that I asked God to do for me. It don't gotta look like a miracle to you. You don't know what I prayed for in the shower when I was broke down and didn't know where nothing was coming from. Light bill money, car money, gas money, clothes, shoes for my kids. You wasn't there. But when I woke up in the morning and somebody walked to my door and said, here, God maybe told me come bring this to you. Have a good day. Not one time, not 2 times, not 3 times, not 4 times. Too many times for me to count. When my family said she gonna be dead, we gonna find her murdered. They gonna find her this. They spoke death and destruction over my life, and God said, I did it. I'm giving you your experience, so when I take you to the masses, you will be able to help everybody you come in contact with. And I can't leave you in a box because you won't get your experiences. I want my investment back. I put them in you while you was in your mother's womb, but you ain't gonna get them around there. You gonna have to get out and get away from everybody that God used. Most times he took them away from his family and had them trained somewhere else. And you don't want to leave your family where you won't never see what God got for you. They gonna keep you under their thumb because they were scared to walk out and step out on God. So when you get ready to do it, they gonna talk you against it. What you mean? I didn't see. Now I wish I would have. And ain't nobody ever. Well, you didn't step out either. You got to step out to get the blessings I got. You got to not be scared to give up everything and lose everything and gain everything, baby. You can't hold on to this and get that. You gonna have to let this go to see. Thank you, there, my yeah. You gotta let the old go. You can't have it new. You have to decide on if the approval of your family, your friends, is more important than the approval of God, and that God gave you your gifts. They can't tell you who, what, when, where, or why. You think God had me as an assistant in the library in every single school I went to for nothing? You think he had me as a TA when I was in class for nothing? No, I needed to learn how to run a classroom. I needed to understand that everybody don't read and understand on the same level. So he had me tutoring people as a child. Helping grown-ups learn to read. I'm 7, they 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. Being a friend to the kids that don't speak English. And helping them learn. And I'm only 8 years old. This baby that came over here from Czechoslovakia and been put in our school. And what you said behind there is Bibles in different languages and books in different languages right here. Every single thing that I had to do in my life plays a part in this every day. Every single day. You think we would have been able to have 900 classes and me to have a story about a story if I had never went through nothing? No, the waves was hitting me so hard I wanted to unalive myself for months, for years. I didn't want to live. I said, God, this can't be you. This ain't blessing. He said, oh, but it is. I'm putting seeds down in you, and you're going to have to be at the lowest of the low. So when you see somebody at the lowest of the low, you'll recognize it. You'll know what to say. You won't bruise them anymore. You'll start to build them up. You will start to put something under them so they're comfortable, so that they can get up. Okay, now I can, one step at a time. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but I'll just be okay today, God. I will trust you today. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but God let a lady bring some pork chops and some mashed potatoes over here. And even though I didn't cook it, God, thank you for putting something in my baby's belly today. I didn't have to steal. I didn't have to lie. I didn't have to lay on my back or get on my knees. God, you took care of me. Thank you. I didn't have to let no, Jesus. I didn't have to let nobody come and touch on me to get what I needed. God, you sent it to the door. Now, I don't want nothing from the devil. Because I get what I need, but I feel so nasty afterwards. I can't raise my head high. I got it, and then I got to put on a fake thing like, oh, yeah, I'm just getting, no, you're not. No, you're not. Take all that off and let's see you. Take it off. Take all of it off and look at yourself. You can look yourself in the eye every day. Because if you can't, 9 times out of 10, you not walking the way God wants you to walk. If you look at yourself and you can't go without covering who God made, oh, believe me, I've been there. I know how it goes. It ain't that bad. Yes, it is. Because it's killing you every time you touch it. Every time you let them in you or around you, it is taking what God has put down on the inside of you. Do you understand? And God got better. You don't have to put yourself in situations when God take care of you. And it don't look like what you think it's going. I'm trying to tell you. I was at the height of my dancing career and God said, wait a minute, I'm number 3 in here. What you mean? Quit. Baby. No. He said, walk out. Pack your things and leave. My rent is $1,000 a month. And this was in the early 2000s. My bill's $3,600 a month. What you mean, leave? He said, leave. Well, let me go get a job. I don't want you to do that either. Wait now. Did you? I said my bills is $3,600 a month. What you mean don't go get no job? I can go get one and you gonna make sure I don't get to keep it. Why would you say that to me? Because you don't want me. This ain't God. This is a prank call. How will you know he can take care of you in a situation where you don't have a job unless you don't have a job and he take care of you? When did I know God's voice from my own thoughts? Because it went against what my flesh wanted. That's how I knew it was God. It did not make me feel good when he told me to do it. And it didn't make no sense. This been my man for three years. And he ain't your man. Not that he had anybody else. He didn't. I did not give him to you. You been with him, but I didn't give him to you. You got him for yourself. And that's why the relationship has been nothing but tumultuous pain for the whole time. I was getting ready to get a tattoo on my body of a heart with a dagger through it that said eternally connected to pain. And God said, I bet you won't, because you're not eternally connected to pain. You will be as long as you're in this. You're going to be miserable, depressed, because you keep trying to hold on to something that I told you to let go. It's always going to be that cycle of it's good for 2 months. It's good for 6 months. And you right back where you was at because you ain't never supposed to be in it. You wasn't never supposed to be in it, so I can't let it go good. I'm not going to let it go good because I didn't ordain it. And every time that you hit that rock bottom place, or they say the same thing, or they do the same thing, or they lie, it is taking a piece of you that I put in you. I pour into you. You let them take it out. Why is you over there? They come and bump you, and it's just like bumping the soda machine, right? All that's been put in there come out, even though they didn't put 1/4 in. But they know how to take out all of the investment into that pop machine, but they ain't putting out 1/4, nickel, dime, or penny. I'm in tears. I really don't want to mess up anymore. Or what's about to happen. It's time for the soul to move and let go. Come on. Come on. It's depleting you. Come on. Why you keep going back over there? You keep letting people take that didn't invest. Why? God said, I want my investment back. I invested in you. I've continually invested in you, and I don't see no return. Ain't no dividends coming my way for every time that I answered your prayer, for every time that I let them do it or not do it. When you ask, I've done everything you asked for me. Every time you needed money, every time you needed a place to stay, your car fixed, your baby healed, I came, and you think you've given me nothing. You keep telling me what you gonna do. Think about this. I told you, God will allow people to treat you like you treat him. God, I ain't gonna do it no more. If you let me have this one more chance, I ain't gonna do it no more. If your spouse, your children, or your friends are doing that to you, you might want to look at the things that you promised God that you wasn't gonna touch or do and see if you kept your word. Because he got feelings. And we hurt him a lot. We disappoint him a lot, even though he loves us. And that's what happens when you know a person loves you. You can get away with more. Oh, she'll take me back. All I gotta do is, you know what I'm saying, bust her down real quick. Take her little, after you get her hair done, you know what I'm saying, be good for a couple weeks, and I'm back on my. You mean how y'all do God? Long as your heart hurt, you ain't messing with him. And then as soon as you get to feeling something, and God is, he done came back and got your bank account back right, and got your kids back together, and everything is smoothing out, and here come the devil, and you give him another opportunity. Do you hear me? You give the enemy another opportunity to come in and siphon out the investment that God has put into you. What have you given God for the things that he invested in you? You invested 20 years in your relationship, 15 years being loyal to a person that has never been loyal to you, and God said, I've always been loyal to you. I give you things before you even ask. You got to beg them, and they still won't give it to you. I do what I say I'm going to do by you. But as soon as they come, you forget about me. You talk to me every day when they wasn't around, and now you don't talk to me at all unless you want something. You real sweet and nice when you want something from God. You read for a week, get up, you ain't watching certain things, and then as soon as God give you what you want, they back at the door, and you back folded up. You back picking up stuff you ain't supposed to. When God gonna get a return on his investment at ROI? You got stocks, don't you? You got bonds, don't you? Bitcoin, you know what a return on an investment is. When is he gonna get his ROI from you? When is he gonna get his interest? You use your gifts for you. You don't use your gifts for the kingdom. And he gave them to you for that. You ain't doing nothing for nobody unless you getting paid. You ain't even paid God. You asked him to let you get the stuff for your business or your side hustle. But can't nobody get a service for free. You ain't doing nothing unless you getting paid, but he let you get everything on a discount so you could offer some services every once in a while, discounted or for free. But you want more? How much of your services have you invested into someone without getting nothing back? Because God do it every day for you and he don't get nothing. You give God 30 minutes and expect him to give you the world. You don't listen and expect him to listen to you when he told you. Don't go over there. Don't call them. Block them. Don't go kick it with them. God be trying to warn you, and then you will blame him for not telling you when he wouldn't let it leave your mind for 2 weeks before you did it. You kept having that thought because he was telling you, it's coming. Don't do it. It's coming around. Don't take advantage of it. It's coming around, but it ain't me. It's not a blessing in disguise. It's the opposite. The devil's trying to get you right back to depression. Yeah, the devil gonna come and say everything he can to get the dough. That's how you do me. You tell me whatever you want to tell me until you get what you want, and then you back on your other shenanigans. Remember? And how you treat others, including God, you will be treated. I told y'all, if I wasn't listening to God, my kids wasn't listening to me. He said, that's how you make me feel. Hold up. No, I don't. He said, oh, remember I told you? And I kept telling you, and then you did it anyway? And then tried to lie about it? And try to act like you don't want to talk to me now. You're too busy to talk to me. And I've been putting it in your heart, and your shoulders are slowing down. Then you, it is what it is. Oh, okay. Your fake pride. Your fake you okay? Your fake I'm all right. But I know you ain't because I can see. I'm trying to tell you. Look, keep lying to God. People will keep lying to you. Keep telling God you're going to do something and don't. And then people start to do it to you. Hey, Miss Robinson, Tadera. Okay. CERCA, you in my business. Extra, extra, read all about it. I love all of y'all. I'm only talking from experience. Trying to tell you. I'm only talking from experience. I already know because he had invested so much in me, honey. And I'm talking about money, everything. And I was like, yeah, on to the next thing. I know I said what I said, God, but I changed my mind because, baby, until there was no one to call and there was nowhere to go and he said, it's only me and you now. I'm waiting. I'm not doing nothing until I see a return on my investment. I'm not giving another dime. I'm not doing another nothing. Do what you said you gonna do. I'm speaking to me right now about a situation. Just understand, it's over here and over there. There's some things I told God, okay, because I ain't doing this. And he said, but I want you to get rid of that too. I want you to stop doing this too. We in this together. I'll be telling y'all, pray for me too. Pray for me. Okay, so it might not be trees, big old tall trees, but it could be something else that he don't approve of. It don't have to be the normal sins. It could be whatever, and he don't want you doing it or don't want you taking part in it. It don't even gotta be that it's a sin. He just know where it's gonna lead, and it can turn to sin. So he don't want you touching it at all. It might turn to sickness. So he don't want you touching it at all. I need you to write down, God, help me to give you your return on your investment in me. God is looking for a return on his investment. He said, before I knew you, before I knew you, before you were formed, before you was formed in your mother's womb, and I put them things down in you. But you've used them to only benefit you. You've used them to manipulate people. You've used them to control people. That's not what I gave you that investment for. If you got a gift of gab and people follow you, you're not supposed to manipulate people. You're supposed to draw them to Christ or draw them to the right things. That's the reason he gave you the ability for people to follow you when you speak. But what do? You use it to speak horrible things or get people to do stuff they're not supposed to do. To lead people to sin, to lead people to death, to lead people to not a good life. You know how many people try to get me to be a madam? Men, because they saw that whatever I did, the women around me did. They said, bro, you should. I said, first of all, I got 3 daughters. And why the hell would I try to, is you crazy? You need to do this. No, I don't. You need to get you a team together. No, I don't. As a matter of fact, I'm in here turning people away. I got the Bible in the club like this. With my heels on. Y'all know how they be sitting in the chair. I used to be like this with my Bible, baby. In the trap. What you reading? Do you really want to know, or are you just being nosy? Because do you know where you at? Do you know where you at? Yes, and that's why this is in here with me. I'm in the den of the devil, baby. You better get you one. Now move on. Do you want to dance, or do you want me to talk to you about the Bible? What you want? Because I ain't always going to be in here. This is a temper. I'm trying to tell y'all. Do you want to dance? No? Okay. Excuse me. Trap music going. Indeed. I told y'all, when I got married, the man across the way, we moved. And the man said, you know, she used to be in a strip club reading the Bible. He said, yeah, she told me. But why is you telling him something from 15 years ago, nigga? And what's your name? Who is you? Do I even know you? I ain't got nothing to hide. But thank you for proving to him that I did used to be in the strip club with my Bible, babe. You ain't telling him nothing. I ain't told him already. Thanks. Now, what you been on? Since we running folks' business. Because I wasn't even married 2 weeks. Folks be minding business that don't pay them, and I just don't understand why. You live a fake life. I don't care about nobody knowing what I've been through, because I got my right mind, I'm healthy, and God brought me through it. Who you shaming? You know she got 4 baby daddies and 2. Because I ain't going to keep making the same mistake twice with the same person. The nigga ain't doing it with one. Why I'm going to have 2 by him? That's real smart. Just to say they got the same daddy and he don't do nothing for none of them, that wasn't going to be my life. I ain't knocking nobody, but that wasn't going to be my life. I'm going to try again, nigga. And they was trying to trap me. I wasn't trying to trap them. I promise you. Let me make me some coffee. I'll be right back. That's fine. too. It is what it is. Oh, I bought some bottled water. I ain't bought bottled water, y'all, in 2 years. Since I got that thing, I ain't bought no bottled water. It feel weird to have bottled water in my house. Y'all still love me? It's okay if y'all don't. Y'all still love me. I still love y'all. Y'all still love me. It's okay. I'm used to folks acting funny. Mm-hmm. This the thing, family. God did not bring me through all of the things that he brought me through for me to hide my life. I'm not going to hide my life. I tell y'all all my ugly and all my good. Because if God let me make it here, and I'm still in my right mind, it's because someone else, we overcome by the words of our testimony. Your testimony is the stuff that you done made it through, and God let you make it out okay. You're not there no more. You're not living in that pain anymore. Why are you still holding on to it? We already talked about the days. You understand? How long you been holding on to it? We don't do years. We do days. They did it to you when you was 7. They treated you bad when you was 14, baby. How old are you now, and how many days has it been since it happened and you still talking about it? And then on top of that, how much money did it make you holding on to that? How much money did it make you taking? You ain't got not damn dollar for holding on to that, babe. It didn't get you a new car. It didn't get you no new shoes. You got absolutely nothing but more pain. Let it go. Depression is holding on to stuff you should have been let go of. It's a mental and physical weight. When you let go, you'll feel lighter. My mental health was horrible when I started this class. I thank my Heavenly Father for you. Come on, AJ. I thank God for y'all too. I tell y'all that every day. We helping each other. Y'all help me just as much as I help y'all. My dad is 66 and still can't get over his mom calling him ugly as a child. Listen here. I already know my mama's 67 and there's some stuff, and I'll be like, that was like 50 years ago. You said off medication and all. Come on now. Come on. It's a lot of transitions that happen over here, honey. I love it. It's a lot of people that have been healed here mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. You hear me? Listen. I have stories that are horrible. But instead of making people feel sorry for me, I try to help people that might have gone through that same situation or in that situation now. I use it as fuel, not fire. Some people just want to burn everybody. It's fuel, like fuel for like energy. Oh, I do that too. Oh, I used to be that person. Yep, did that too. Really? Yes. How did you stop? Well, it wasn't an overnight thing. I know I've changed immensely in 2 years. Only bad part is this extra 15 pounds. Girl, what you talking about? This is the most I've sat down in my life. I already know where this stomach came from. This is the most I done sat down. I ain't never sat down for hours. People used to be like, sit down. I was moving from the time I got up to the time I went to sleep, baby. This is the least amount of carbs I done burned in my whole life of living. Sitting here talking to y'all for 4 hours at a time, baby. I'd have been and built a bed, did some towel, studied for 2 hours. Now I ain't waking up till 9 o'clock in the morning. Listen. This is my thing. A extra large, extra small to a large, girl, me too. I just had to give all them extra smalls and smalls away. Crazy. Crazy. Sure was an extra small. And now I'm a large. On my way to an extra large. What you mean? Oh well. I'm 44. I don't care. I've had my time. It is what it is. If you don't like this body, don't look at it. That's what I'm going to say. Don't even come over here looking. Stay on over there. Close your eyes. Put your glasses on. Hell, fumble around until you get past over here. I don't know what to tell you, but I ain't changing for nobody. Now, I might try to get rid of a little bit of this stomach, but it is what it is. And if I don't, it'll be here. It's bugs. You hear me? I don't. I'm not buying a waist trainer or nothing. If this waist don't train on its own, it's going to be trained to be where it's at. I had my days of having a six-pack. It's over. Listen here. Listen. Right, Miss Ida. That part. It is, because I seen that smile line. You can tell in my picture that Queen sent me. I said, damn, you can see the evolution. You can see the evolution. Because she got pictures from when I first started and pictures from a couple months ago. I said, wow. You can see the evolution of CERCA, girl. Listen. It is what it is, honey. I ain't worried about it. Look here. This is what we doing. Miss Victoria, listen. Trying to tell you, it's crazy. Whatever. Whatever. It is what it is. And that's what y'all need to start saying. I can't go back and change the past. I cannot make a person view me differently. The only person really you should be worried, or being you should be worried about, if they please, first is God. And then your children and your spouse and all of that. Everything else is extra. Yes, Odell. The evolution. We've evolved. We evolved into a whole family. We were strangers at first. Y'all didn't know me. I didn't know y'all either. I didn't trust none of y'all. Some of y'all I still don't trust. No, I'm playing. I pretty much trust most of the people around here. But, yeah, y'all didn't trust me at first either. Y'all didn't know. Y'all was skeptical. We ain't gonna front and act like that ain't what was going on around here. Y'all thought I was just about to be another influencer that was probably going talk. Listen, you already know. But look at y'all. Be looking for me in the daylight with a flashlight. I told y'all that was gonna happen too. Remember? I be looking for y'all too. I be looking for y'all. Why y'all be looking for me? And so, we be looking for each other. You thought I was crazy at first. Who all thought I was? I know y'all did. Everybody thinks I'm crazy. That's why I say y'all think I'm crazy. That's where that question came from. You said a search party. Sarah said a search party. It's a real thing. Listen. But now you are. So, listen. Listen. I be looking for y'all looking for me. This is the thing, though. I'm crazy, so we good. And is Mr. Odell. We all crazy. Birds of a feather. Birds of a feather flock together, honey. No, not me, because you started answering all my questions. Listen here. We come a long way in 2 years. And I feel like what we built here is one of a kind. I'm not saying it ain't nowhere in the world, but I just ain't seen it. And I've been on the internet a long time. I feel like what we got here is different. I really do. You can go everywhere and see the same. But when people come over here, their lives really do change. For the better. Even if it don't feel like it at first. Because you have to deal with some hard truths around here. You can't fake no more over here. You got to be 100% who you is, or you ain't going to make it. You got to be ready to deal. My husband compared it to his favorite podcast. I said, no, it's not the same. He said, it's like your favorite podcast, babe, or, you know. Hey. I said, who is this lady every day talking to me like she know me? Not all the way in South Africa, Annalise, you what? I look forward to this class. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing y'all too. Listen, y'all realize y'all bless me as much as y'all feel like I bless y'all. Knowing that y'all lives is changing. Hearing some of the testimonies I hear. This ain't fake. It's real. You ain't gotta, cause you at your house, you at work, you wherever you at. Can't nobody even see you. You're changing because you want to change. Ain't nobody forcing you and telling you gonna go to hell. You read because you want to read. You buy books to study and learn and try to understand what God is saying to you because you want to. We ain't forcing God down nobody's throat. If you want him, he right here. If you don't, go to the back. You can come back. We ain't telling you can't never come back, but just, you got to be ready for what's over here. Because it ain't for the faint of heart what we do. To go back and say that you are the problem as to why your life is crazy, that's a very sobering reality that most people never get to. They blame everybody else for why their life is horrible instead of blaming themselves. Instead of taking account, we take accountability over here, and it hurt. It don't always feel good. But the wounds are healing. There's no more pus. You can't still touch it, and it still hurt like it did 2 years ago. You can see the scab forming on a lot of your old situations that you have been carrying around, and you just kept busting that sore open, and it kept getting more and more infected as to why you were depressed and anxious and all of those things. But the wounds are being healed. You're understanding. It's good here, even if we have to take out a tomato at times. Yeah, that part. Because I've been abused over here. I've had cars and RVs, shoes, basketballs, apples and cabbages, bacon and eggs. Somebody threw buffaloes at me one time. I couldn't believe that. A buffalo is heavy. Yeah. Houses and everything. Yes, taking accountability has helped. So, have y'all watched the show? It made me cry. And I missed like 3 episodes because I went to sleep. But have y'all watched the show Unlocked on Netflix? Who watched it? When I tell you I was crying my eyes out them last 3 shows, honey. Anybody watched Unlocked on Netflix? I love you too, Queen. Oh my God. Get your tissues ready. If you haven't, get your tissues ready. It's called Unlocked. And it's a black guy down in Arkansas. I ain't going to tell y'all. Just look for Unlocked on Netflix. And if you watched it, y'all already know what I'm talking about. It's good. Baby, that last show, I cried my eyes out. Oh, Lord. It's so good. I ain't gonna tell you. Just gotta go look. Unlocked on Netflix. It's several shows. So I binge watched it yesterday. I slept through about the 2nd and the 3rd show, or 3rd or 4th show. So I'm gonna have to go back. But them last 2, last 3, I was up. I just scrolled past it. Now I gotta go watch it. Oh yeah, it's good. And if you got teenagers that be cutting up, you got young boys. Yeah. You got young daughters and like teenagers and stuff, or kids that's about that age. They want to be whatever. Good show to have them watch. Yeah. Good morning, Miss Jackson. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real. I'm sorry. Look, I heard it. I'm sorry. Or never meant to make you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm going to play some music today. It's Friday. Yes. Oh, man. I told y'all it's a whole movie in my head. I be trying to tell y'all. Uh-huh. Now that we done got us a new pirate knife. We got us a new prop, y'all. I'm so excited about it. I got to show it very quickly. We got us a new prop, family. So when I'm a pirate, I got my pirate knife. Mm-hmm. Into. Oh, yes. I got me a pirate knife. Uh-huh. Yeah. I'm gonna go get me a Jack the Sparrow wig and oh, I don't know. I don't know. Baby girl black, we ain't had music class in a minute. But it's just because my mind has not been settled enough to play no music. You know what I mean? I ain't even really been listening to no music, which is crazy. I got up and put music on today. That's probably why I got eyelashes and eyebrows on. And they crooked. That's okay. I'll fix them later. I ain't really worried. So we never even got to this. We never even got to this. What we was going to read. But maybe God wanted us to go another way. So then there's that. Mm-hmm. There's that. Yeah. So, give me a few minutes. I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick. And maybe we'll go ahead and read that. Might as well. Yeah, man, listen. I love y'all. Circa, I sent you some pictures to your phone. It's probably in there on the bed dead. I was sick yesterday. I gotta go. I'll be right back. I told you don't start today. God dang it. I'll be right back. Oh, Lord. I'm back. Yeah, I love you. OJ Simpson passed and the world laughs. Yeah, this the second live. Why did I get, do you think this live is appropriate for TikTok question? They do it all the time. They do it all the time, Lily. Y'all gonna be all right. Everybody gonna be okay. Everybody's gonna be all right. Yeah, they be trying to. You said thank you because I was responding to the other one. Yeah, they be trying to. The movie Unlocked is that with the man In jail? Yeah. It's not a movie. It's a show. Right. You can't even type yes. Right. Or they be. Oh, they don't let you type yes? So they only give you an option to say no? Are you serious? Oh, you said yes. Okay. Wow. Wow. Well, it is what it is then. Hello. You know what? We were going to read that, but y'all about to hear me blow my nose. I'm not walking all the way back to my room. My allergies is just, I'm about to blow my nose in this bathroom. Y'all just got to hear it. All right. Oh, now I'm back. It's a bathroom right there, and I always normally walk all the way to my room and then go in my bathroom, but we family. Right. And y'all know this room with all these books and dust, and I ain't dusting nothing. Because this the only room I feel like I always got to blow my nose and stuffy in. And it's because y'all send me all this stuff from all around the world that has dust on it. Thank you. All right, come on. We was going to read on page 18, but y'all can read that. Let's go over to page 663, book 1. And we're going to read the Greek Apocalypse of Baruch. Baruch. Y'all ready? Page 663. And it's going to be every other page, family. $8.10. The first page was $8.10. But we're going to read page 663 now. Y'all ready? Want to hear it? Here we go. Right. All right. It says, woe. Now I, Baruch, was weeping in my mind and considered the people and how King Nebuchadnezzar was permitted by God to plunder his city, saying, Lord, why have you set fire to your vineyard and laid it waste? Why have you done this? And why, Lord, did you not requite us with another punishment, but rather handed us over to such heathen so that they reproach us, saying, where is their God? What did we just talk about? When I said God will let them people do to you what you do to him? Did we just talk about that? They have dust stopper mats on Amazon. Okay, thank you. We just talked about this. They said, God, why are you letting this happen to us? Why couldn't you have did, hey, why couldn't you have did something else? Let this crazy stuff, why is you letting this happen to me, God? I just don't understand. I'm so right? It says, and behold, while I was sleeping and saying such things, I saw an angel of the Lord coming and saying to me, know, O man, greatly beloved man, and do not concern yourself so much over the salvation of Jerusalem. For thus says the Lord God Almighty, He sent me before you in order that I should proclaim and disclose to you all things of God. For your prayer has been heard before him and has entered the ears of the Lord God. And when he told me these things, I became calm. And the angel said to me, cease irritating God. God said, you always asking stuff that don't got nothing to do with you. It ain't none of your business, and it's above your pay grade, and you're irritating. Quit asking me about that. That don't got nothing to do with you. You said gasp. Oh, quit irritating God. If he made us in his image, and you get irritated, don't you? Quit asking me, no, I'm not giving you no candy because you didn't do what I told you to do in the first place. Go in your room. God is your parent. He's your heavenly father, isn't he? Is he or isn't he? Oh, okay. He said, cease irritating. And Baruch said, as the Lord lives, if you disclose a word to me and I hear it from you, I shall speak no further. May God add to me punishment on the day of judgment if I speak in the future. And the angel of hosts said to me, come and I shall disclose to you the mysteries of God. We on 663, down at the bottom, last one. Listen, raise your hand if you can. Do you know that God disclosed his mysteries to you? That's how you know stuff that pastors don't know. That's how you know that Jesus did miracles as soon as he came out. That's how you know what happens in the first heaven, in the second heaven, in the seventh heaven, in the fifth heaven. God disclosed his mysteries to you. There's pastors, there's preachers, there's ministers, there's bishops, there's deacons, there's apostles, there's teachers. But guess what? You've been asking God, is there more? 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 God, why don't this make sense? God, can you please help me understand? He said, fine, I will send CERCA so that you can understand my mysteries. But really, they're above your pay grade. Because how many of y'all have heard things here and you was like, oh, Jesus, please help me. I wish I would have never knew that now. Oh, my goodness, God, help me. You kept asking and you got the answer, but maybe you didn't like it right away. Okay. Like knowing children gonna be in hell. Who was that a hard thing to hear? That God is gonna let babies go to hell. Who was it hard to hear that there is no age of accountability? Well, hello, newbie. I hope you love it here. Who was it hard to learn that if you a married woman and you dress yourself up to seduce other men or have them looking at you, that it's a punishment for that while you in here on the internet in your bra and panties and you got a husband? You didn't think nothing wrong with being on the internet in your bras and your little shorts doing a get ready with me, and God said, you causing men to lust after a married woman. I was always told babies and children go up to a certain and we're innocent in God's eyes. How are you an innocent sinner? We didn't talk about it. If you born a sinner and shaped in iniquity, born in sin and shaped in iniquity means you was born guilty. Any and everything born out of Adam and Eve is born a sinner. So how was you born in? What's innocent about being a sinner? You ain't. You just ain't got your limbs and been able to manipulate nobody now. But once you can, 3 good months, oh yeah, they know how to manipulate. They know how to lie because they'll cry and ain't nothing wrong with them. But they realize if I cry, they pick me up. That's manipulation. Whenever you get done with it, because it ain't nothing wrong with you. You're fed, you're hungry. I mean, you're not hungry or nothing. Walk out the room when they get to understand it for real and they know how to sit up and they can't crawl. They'll, you come in, they stop. You walk around the corner, they start crying. That's manipulation. Ain't nothing wrong with you. You don't have to get what you want from me. You gonna be all right. You don't always have to see me. And it's going to be some times in your life that you're not going to see mommy. So no, I'm not just going to come just because you're crying. That's just like with God. He knows when you're making noise because you're not getting what you want or you really hurt. He knows when you broke down because you just didn't get what you thought you was going to go get, or if you are really hurt. And just like us with our kids, I'm not coming in there because you don't want nothing. You just making noise. Stop it. My G baby does that, and I put her in check and do. You said your 1-year-old, Justice. I'm trying to tell you. You know when there's something really wrong with your kid, and you know when they crying because they trying to manipulate you, right or wrong. You ain't even crying. Stop. You pushing tears out. Ain't nothing wrong with you. God is your heavenly Father. He knows. You said, bam, that part. Crocodile tears. And God know when you put them on. You ain't fooling him. He know when you crying saying you going to change that you just trying to get what you want. Oh, you said, yes, there's a difference in the sound of their cries. And you said the different sounds they make. Come on now. My 5-year-old still be trying to and do. Your 15-year-old will too. Come on, he searches the heart and do unshackle mind. All right. Look at y'all looking like y'all didn't know where y'all kids got it from, y'all. They learned it from y'all because y'all be doing it to God. And so then they be doing it to you. Oh. Oh. All right. Who feels happy that you got to know the mysteries of God? Who feels happy that when God come back, he gonna know that you went looking for more about his story and more about what was in the Bible, and you actually searched the scripture for your answers? Because you could have been like the rest of the people and just thinking that the 66 was all there was. You hear me? Not you show my child because you know my tricks and do. We teach them to be people. You can go teach pastors now. You can go tell pastors why the alabaster box is so important. Because there was not anyone holy enough to pray over oil to anoint God, so he did it himself. You can tell them why the blood and the oil mix is so important. You can tell them. You can tell them when Eve died. You can tell them about the miracles Jesus did between 0 and 11. You can tell them what happened when he went to hell and took back the keys. Those are the mysteries that have been hidden from the world. Do you understand? They hold that Bible every day. Got it sitting up in their car. Sitting up it's on their Facebook and all. I remember reading years ago, saying as it is written in the book of, and people, and asking the people with no valid response. I'm trying to tell you, and now you know. I knew there had to be more. That's why I didn't want to read just the 66 anymore. I felt incomplete. Come on. And it is. That's why, because if it's a mystery, that means it's hidden somewhere else. What does the word apocryphal mean? Hidden. Right? The word apocrypha means hidden, right? Ain't that what apocrypha mean? Hidden? He said, I have hidden mysteries. And the word apocrypha means hidden books or hidden. Huh. Well, we made it a little while without a crazy one. I guess they gonna show up anyway. Moving on. Let's go. I knew it, Angie. It's gonna be one every class. It's gonna be one every class. Oh man, it makes me happy, Miss Nurse. It's always gonna be one crazy one. Anyway, y'all ready? Here we go. It says, in taking me, he led me to where the heaven was set fast, and there was a river which no one is able to cross, not even one of foreign winds which God, not even one of the foreign winds which God created. And taking me, he led me up to the first heaven and showed me a very large door. And he said to me, let us enter through it. And we entered as on wings about the distance of 30 days' journey. Wow. And he showed me a plain within the heaven. And there were men dwelling in the, I'm sorry. And there were men dwelling on it. Why can I not see that? With faces of cattle and horns of deer and feet of goats and loins of sheep. Yeah. We are reading the Apocryphal books now, honey. Did y'all hear that? And taking me, he led me up to the first heaven, and he showed me a very large door, and he said to me, let us enter through it. And we entered as on wings about the distance of 30 days' journey. And he showed me a plain within the heaven, and there were men dwelling on it with faces of cattle and horns of deer and feet of goats and loins like sheep. Who remembers me telling you that the angels tried to recreate heaven on earth because they missed being up there? The loins of a goat? This is the loins of a goat. But when they tried to recreate this, they made monsters. They tried to recreate heaven on earth. They tried to, when they made the, I always forget the name of these things. What is it called? The ones that's all mixed up. Alpha and Omega, go away. Thank you. I don't know what you type in and all of that. And why are you doing all that? Go do something else. You know what you should do? Go teach that on your YouTube. That would be a more productive thing. So that whatever you want to say, people want to hear, because you just typing out stuff and just being weird. You acting like you got a chimera. Thank you. You're not going to follow along with the class. You're just going to type all kind of weird stuff? Or is this the only way you get recognition? Why are you typing in caps? Like you yelling at somebody. I'm 44 years old. Go do something else with your life. You want to teach on your life like I'm doing. If God gave you something, it's rude to come in someone else's class and do that. Do you do that in church? Just go while your pastor is speaking and just start yelling and screaming when you walk in the sanctuary? I'm sure you don't, and you probably don't do it at work either. I'm here! Hello! It's Alpha and Omega! Go sit down. Get out of my class and go do something else. We don't care about what you're saying because none of it makes any sense right now. You're not even where we reading it. So then everybody looking at you like you crazy. You're interrupting. Or do you not understand? You're interrupting. Can you hear me now? Go somewhere. Moving on. Now. And Baruch asked the angel, tell me, I pray you, what is the thickness of this heaven in which we have journeyed? And what is the width? And what is the plain, that I might report these to the sons of men? And the angel, whose name was Phamiel, said to me, this door which you see is the door of heaven, and its thickness is as great as the distance from the earth to heaven. The thickness of this door is the distance from earth to heaven. Don't we always see? Okay. Now y'all know why them doors that the giants used to build was so big and so thick. Remember, they could never get them big old doors open. Whenever you open that big old vault door, whatever it is in the movies, it opens up into this other world that's all bright like a garden. So they've been showing us what's been going on the whole time. Even in Narnia, they had to go through the door of the wardrobe to get to the new world. Lord of the Rings, big doors. Pretty much all of the mystical movies, there's a door that you have to, Hollywood. There's a door that you have to walk through in Hollywood. And it opened up a whole new world to you once you walk through that door. Now, some people don't choose to walk through the door. Some people going on through. And they get opened up to a whole nother world that they never knew existed after they leave out of Diddy's door. I mean, Hollywood doors. Fillery. And it's beautiful big doors at mansions, ain't it? Y'all remember what Cat Williams said about the doors? When he started opening doors in the mansion parties, what he saw, a whole different world from what the world see. Chinese temple, most churches got big doors too. is that Professor Ogilvy? Right. Mm-hmm. Because I think you might be a little slow. There we go. Sometimes you got to help people out when they don't understand. All right, here we go. No, I'm just about to keep coming in here typing stupid stuff. All right. DTT. It says, this door which you see is the door of heaven, and its thickness is as great as the distance from earth to heaven. And the width of the plain which you saw is the same distance. And again, the angel of hosts said to me, come, and I will show you greater mysteries. And I said, I pray you, show me what those men are. And he said to me, these are the ones who built the tower of the war against God, and the Lord removed them. What tower of war? Babel. Who remembers me telling y'all that the children, the people that built the Tower of Babel, was the children of the angels, and they was trying to get back up there to make war. And who did the angels go into? They went into the animals. They went into the fish. They made these guys. And this is why I told you go back and look at Persian hieroglyphs and Egyptian hieroglyphs and hieroglyphs from all around the world. And you will see humanoid beings that are mixed with animals. And what they was trying to make was this. God made this, Ezekiel. God made this. And when they came down and slept with the women and the animals, they made that. They tried to recreate heaven on earth. We have lion-headed gods in Egypt and everywhere. We have cow-headed gods in Egypt. We have birds. And then we have humans. Isn't this what we see in Egypt all right here? Or no? This is what God made. This is one of the elder. You see, each of the four had faces of a human being. On the right side, each had a face of a lion. Okay? God created this. The fallen angels came down and created this. And these destroyed the earth. It's called the Resurrectionist. You welcome. Do you hear me? When they was kicked out and they knew they couldn't go back, they wanted to see what they was used to seeing in heaven. But when they tried to do what God did, they made monsters. That's why they use these creatures for logos. Come on now. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I was listening to Trey Songz Jupiter Love today, and while I was in the tub, something came to my mind. Just off the subject, but on the subject. What if Jupiter is who the spirit that he's inhabiting? Because they all have a song about one of these false gods. Venus, Jupiter, all of them. Chris Brown, they all got a song where they talking about one of these planets. What if that is the spirit that inhabits them? Because they're the people that are praised and worshiped while they up there doing their thing, and they're up higher than most. And y'all know they got to do an incantation to call a deity into them. And most of their love songs got something to do with these fallen gods. They all got at least one song talking about one of these false gods. One of the angel's children. And where do they go to do this at? In Hollywood, where who is all around? The Anunnaki. You see them on everything. They go to the city of lost angels. You mean the disembodied spirits of the fallen angels' children that's trapped here, that have to possess people? Oh. They be telling you who is inhabiting their body if you listen. Yep. And they cause the destruction of man. What do a lot of that music cause? The destruction of families. A lot of the music out is destructive music. It destroys your self confidence. It destroys marriages. It destroys families. It destroys people's lives because it teaches violence and infidelity and all kinds of things, which is all the same things that those giants were doing. They were teaching men to do things that were going to get them unalived by God. Because most of the songs is about stuff, perverse things that God don't want you doing. And if you go and you study that false god, well, he was the god of this and that, and the god of lust, and the god of this and the god of that, and then you singing about him, and then you singing the song that's gonna make me lust after a big tall tree. Move it on. Whew. Trying to tell you. Sometimes you be like, I said, wait a minute, I ran that back. I said, oh, that's who you enchanted, huh? And that's when you did your enchantment and they was doing your conjuration. That's who you conjured was Jupiter, huh? When you did your ceremony, we know, and everything he made, honey, make you want to go make a baby. Most times with somebody you ain't married to. You hear me? Here we go. And taking me, the angel of the Lord led me to the second heaven, and he showed me there a door similar to the first. And he said, let us enter through it. And we entered, flying about the distance of 60 days' journey. And he showed me there also a plain, and it was full of men, and their appearance was that of dogs, and their feet like those of a deer. Ain't that what was in the movie with The Rock? The Scorpion King? Ain't that kind of how them demons looked? They had a dog face, but their legs was like that of like a hind, because they was like crooked, and then they came up out the ground. Hmm. Okay. And they was evil spirits or something, some kind of being. And they had the hooks like this when they was running. Right? Right? We in the book of Baruch. Okay. All right. I was just saying. And I asked the angel, I pray you, Lord, tell me who these are. And he said, these are the ones who plotted to build the tower. Didn't it say in that movie they was cursed? The army of Anubis. And they was around when they was building this. Come on. Ooh-wee. These whom you see forced many men and women to make bricks. Among them, one woman was making bricks in the time of her delivery, and they did not permit her to be released. But while making bricks, she gave birth, and she carried her child in a cloak and continued making bricks. And appearing to them, the Lord changed their languages. By that time, they had built the tower 463 cubits high. And taking an auger, they attempted to pierce the heaven, saying, let us see whether the heaven is made of clay, copper, or iron. You said, see, now I got to go back and watch all of them movies from a new lens. Yes, you do. I told you the devil ain't got to lie. He can put the truth right in front of your face. And he has. He ain't got to lie if he put the truth in your face and you don't know you're reading it and watching it. Moving on. That's the deception that you think is fake and it's real. Here we go. Seeing these things, God did not permit them to continue, but he struck them with blindness and with confusion of tongues, and he made them be as you see. Hold on. We use our manners here. If you ever want to know, can you please tell me what you're reading? And I'll definitely tell you. Yeah. No, because you're supposed to be reading every other page. Because you're supposed to be reading every other page. The Mummy and the Scorpion King. Yeah. And for any of you that want to know what book I'm reading, it's called the Old Testament Apocrypha. It's a 2-book series. It has the lost books of the Bible in it. So if you've ever felt like the King James Version did not have all of it, you were right. That was God telling you there's more. And you can read the book of Adam and Eve in here. You can read the book of Enoch. All the books the people be talking about in the Bible, your pastor preach about, but he don't ever tell you where they at. They in here. A lot of them, not all of them. So as you can see, I might as well just do it like this here. These 2 books have all of those books that were left out of your Bible, like all of the Enochs, Baruch, the life of Adam and Eve, Testament of Adam, all of that, the history of Joseph. So if you ever wanted to know more about the Bible, there's a way to do it, and it's in these 2 books. It's great. fills in a lot of the stories. You can read the stories of Joseph's brothers and everything. It's great. It is a wonderful thing. These books answer all the questions I've ever had. That makes me excited. That's because God said he got mysteries, and they're not just in the 66 books. Who's new here? Let me show you something. Before y'all think we crazy, we don't really care if you do anyway. So when your pastor be telling you you're not supposed to read, see this right here? 1611, printed before 1650. Now look here. You see that? Here go to King James all the way down here. And the first King James had 80 books of the Bible. First King James in 1611. Now, after 1782, it has 66. So where the other 14 books at? I am. Did you send it to the right one? Did you send it to CERCA TROVA Books? Because sometimes y'all send them to the website, and I don't check them on the website. Make sure you send it to the right place. Yeah. I looked for books yesterday, so make sure you send it to the right place, because I don't go looking in all the other emails for books. When I go looking for books, I go to CERCA TROVA Books. Okay. You got to make sure. Yeah, because folks send them on the website. I never go on the website. So if you send it to, you got to send it to CERCA TROVA Books, because that's when I'm going to go order books. I go straight down in all the addresses. I'm not looking in all the other emails for book addresses. I'm not doing that. How do you get the new and old books? What do you mean? So, with that, you can actually they have them on Amazon. We buy these for people that cannot afford them. Not that you don't want to buy them, that you can't afford them. They're $48 on Amazon. We ain't just giving away free. I just want you to know. We buy these for people who cannot afford them. But we do buy them. So if you need them, CERCATROVABooks@gmail.com. I don't need a whole big long thing. Just your address, correct address, and your name. That's it. And please don't send just one name. Put your name on there. People will send a nickname. Don't do that. You must not want nothing. Put your name in there. Thank you. I got your address. It ain't like I can't Google it if I don't want to find your name, but I don't got time for all that. Yes. But again, we are buying these, and and folks don't like when I say this. If you can get your nails done, you can buy your books. If you can go buy liquor and get 3 times eat out through Uber Eats, you can buy your own books. Do you hear me? If you can get bundles, you can buy your books. We're buying these for people that cannot afford them. Not because you don't want to buy them. People send in money, hard-earned money, to help people that can't afford them. So if you can spend $50 on a bottle of Casamigos and turn up with your girls or your homeboys, or spend $50 on a haircut, you can miss a haircut for a week and go get your books. You hear me? So, with that, CERCATROVABooks@gmail.com, because some people think, oh, they giving away free books. No, that's not what we're doing. People send in money to help people that $50 is a lot, and they don't have that. And so then we buy books. But we not just buying books just to be buying books. We not just giving out stuff free. That's not what we do. We help people that would like to learn, but they cannot afford to spend $50 on books. Okay? Because folks be trying to take advantage and get something for free, and that's not what's going on. If you got $48, go on Amazon and get them. If you don't, and you know that $48 is going to mess you up for the week or whatever, 2 weeks, we got you. That came with a Bible that Auntie bought me. That came with a Bible that Auntie bought me. Auntie bought me that 1611 Bible right here. Okay. Okay. So, and we don't care. I don't care if people think that's rude because people be trying to get over. And my family members here in WOIU send in money to help people get books. And we only buying this set. We're not buying all it. You got to build your own library. People get crazy. Oh, I like this book and that book. No, what? No. It's not what we're doing here. Okay? No, because I'm doing something else. It don't matter if they lying. Every time I try to buy books for people that can afford their own books, they don't get delivered or they don't go through. So that's why I go ahead and say it, because it'd be a waste of my time. Because I'm going to keep trying to hit send and it won't go through because you really can. Because I prayed that prayer. God, if they are trying to get over, don't let it go through. If they got it and they just want us to buy it because they can afford it, don't let it go through. Because people will say, oh, I bought all these books. Can y'all buy this book for me? No. This is for people. I know I've been in situations where I'm on a fixed income and $50, I didn't have that in a month. But if you can buy Uber Eats 3 times a week, you got it. We try to help folks that really want to learn and is really interested. Yes, I don't care who get upset either, because people work hard for the money. We don't get no grants from the state or nothing. There are regular people that send in money to make sure that other people can get books. So I don't be caring if people offended or not. It don't matter to me. Not when it comes to that. Because you're not going to take from my family members. We don't do hustlers around here. And I'm not saying that you are. I'm just saying I have to say that because some people was like, oh, can I get this book and that book and this book and that book? Like, what in the world? No, you can't. No. Hell, they don't even give you a free Bible when you go to church no more. I'll be right back. You used to get a free Bible when you became a new member, honey. They don't even give out Bibles. You got to buy your own. I love y'all. I'm a stern teacher around here. We do not do hustlers around here. Listen. This book, if you want to purchase it too, it's in my bio. Look at me. It's in my bio in our Amazon storefront if you have it and you want to go get it. But yeah, because people hustlers and people send in, some people only are able to send in $1 a month. But that dollar helps somebody get a book. You hear me? That $1 or $2 or $5, it adds up to somebody else being able to get a book. So I'm not going to let you do that. No. People sending in all they have sometimes, or a little extra. They might have came up on an extra $5, and they want to bless somebody and help somebody else learn. So no, I don't let no. And that's why I say it with fervor. I'm not gonna get over on my folks. What website do we donate to? My Cash App is up there. We have we actually are a 501c too. That's the thing. When I went viral, I didn't just take the money and use it for myself. I started a nonprofit. It's called Tad Not Place, and we help people. Sometimes people need a little assistance with their lights and a little bit of help with rent and things like that. Those are things that have to be verified. But we try to help people with whatever we can, you know. So when people send in donations here, it's to help people, you know, keep their lights on or whatever else it is. And so that's why I don't allow, because folks are trying to get over. And there's people that have tried to get over on me, and it's sad because there's people that that help. We got people that's been given to this organization for 2 years straight. Every week they send something. Some people send something every couple of days. I don't care if it's $2. Some people. So when that money comes in, we actually take it and do, hate to say it, what churches is supposed to do with it, and we help people. And we've been helping people for over 2 years now. So no, I'm not going to let you take advantage, but we will buy you some books. We sure will send them right to your house if you need that help. I didn't take the money and go buy me a brand new car and start living beyond my means. As a matter of fact, I still live a meager existence, honey. Po Nelly bill still out there ain't fixed. You hear me? So understand. You can say whatever you want. People just put Tad Not Place. I'm going to be honest. It goes where it's needed. So if don't nobody ask for books that month and it's 5 people that need assistance with their rent, it all just goes wherever. Because some months it's no books that need to be sent out. Some months it's all the money goes to help people try to pay their rent and stuff. It's wherever the need is. Some people just need gas. Some people need to keep their insurance so they can't do Uber. Like, we help. You hear me? It's like a cap off. It's kind of like that. Yeah, that's kind of what we do. And it's good. We've been doing this for 2 years, and there's a lot of people around the world. Not only do we do that when there's natural disasters, we've sent water straws to Flint and to Baltimore and other places. With the one lady, we had sent some stuff down to is it Jackson, Alabama, or I can't remember, Mississippi or Alabama, whichever one. We sent stuff there when they didn't have no water. So there were students at the college that was able to wash up because we sent no rinse soap and different things like that. We, all kinds of stuff. You hear me? So God has blessed us to be able to help thousands, and I'm not joking, thousands and thousands of people in 2 years. Whether it be through books, helping people keep their apartment. We bought school supplies. We bought little small computer, because some classes, schools, they don't have books. So you got to have a netbook thing. We didn't got netbooks for people. You know what I'm saying? People's kids. We do a lot. And so that's why I am very adamant about we don't do hustlers over here, because our little bitty money that we send in adds up, and it's been able to help thousands of people in 2 years. And I'm not joking, thousands. So I'm excited about that. Okay? We do that, and it makes me feel good, and I know it make y'all feel good too, to know that you helping somebody get the knowledge that they need. Their answers are being, or it's some babies that ain't had to go home and be in the dark. It's some babies that have been able to go home and there was some groceries in their refrigerator, or mommy got to keep the car so that they could keep living in a place. We helped a girl. Yep, it was her birthday. She had never had a birthday party, never got nothing for her birthday. God has blessed us to do a lot of things together on social media where everybody is normally trying to take. It's plenty of people that can say, "Oh no, no," and we don't Let our right hand know what our left hand is doing. You ain't got to say if you ever got no help here. You don't got to tell nobody you got books from us. It ain't none of nobody business if you need help. It ain't none of nobody business if you need help. We don't say, oh, we bought this person this and this person that. I'm just telling you what we do with the funds that are sent into our organization. And we are a registered 501c. So, with that, we be doing what we supposed to do around here. You good? Yep. Well, just wait. We'll probably do another school one. Just hold on to it, girl. We'll do another. School about to be out. So we already know around July or August. We probably going to do it earlier this year. But we be having to wait for the school list too. And that be the thing. We be having to wait for the school list because we don't want to buy a whole bunch of stuff they don't be needing. You know what I mean? So we be waiting on the school list. But we'll pick a certain amount of kids and we get what we can get. Right. So anyway, back to this. And thank you to I don't care if you only was able to give $1.02. Thank you for the people every single month or whenever you've been able to give. They give to help other folks. And I'm grateful for y'all. And there's a lot of other people that's grateful for y'all too. It is. I guarantee you. I don't read their letters because it's telling their business, but it's a lot of people that have been blessed by you all here, and I'm grateful. People that ain't even here no more. People that wasn't even a part of our community got blessed. Yeah. So, let's go. Right. You ready for the next? Y'all can't wait to give. That's another thing. If you stingy when you get here, you won't be when you leave. It's a lot of people that came over here stingy. They're not stingy no more. They used to be stingy. Raise your hand if you used to be stingy. You said true story. Thank you. Raise your hand if you used to be stingy. It's okay. Let somebody know so you can help somebody. It used to be some stingy people in here. You said that's a true statement. Honey, not everybody. You said we about to give something. We give it? Oh, okay. Where we give it to? You said only with my food. Hilarious. And now you got people sending you popcorn and snacks and cookies and stuff. You see, when you start sharing your food, people start sharing their food with you. Whatever you give, you gonna receive. Ain't no water in here. I know y'all, most of y'all was stingy when y'all first came over here. That's why I kept saying, we're givers over here. Not takers, we're givers. Hand was like this, I know. And look at y'all, can't wait to find somebody to give something to now. You said you need something. Is there anything you need? Or I'm proud of y'all. You said you sure changed. God changed y'all. I didn't change nothing. I ain't got the power to do so. I do not have the power to change y'all. Y'all change yourself. Listen, God changed you. You had to get in the right mind to even want to change. So can I ask you a question? Have you all been blessed? In whatever way, whatever blessing is to you, have you been blessed? No, we not sending something, Joy. No. I used to be stingy. Now I'm making it rain to people who need it. And God make it rain on you. I've never been stingy, but I am more giving. Okay. Laugh out loud facts. I used to be holding that money tight, even when I was paying a cashier. Like, oh, I don't want to get this money. Hilarious. Hilarious. So blessed, it's unbelievable. Won't he do it? Lady K, it's all up in my bio in TikTok. If you go on my TikTok bio, everything is there. If you just go up here, it gives you my website and everything. Yes, ma'am. It's a homeless guy that sit in front of the gas station, and I try to give him something when I see him growing. He probably an angel and probably really ain't even homeless. You be blessing your own self. I'm so proud of y'all. I'm so proud of y'all. I'm so proud of y'all. Closed hands can't receive nothing and can't. That's what stingy people don't realize. You can't nobody put no money in your hands if your hands is like this. But when your hands is open, they open to give, they open to receive. This, I can't put no money in there. But if your hand is open to receive and give, because the same motion that you use to give is the same motion that you use to receive. Ain't that crazy? Your hand got to be open to give something, and your hand got to be open to receive something. It sure will overflow, because I ain't got room for nothing in here. And I got to move all this stuff by myself whenever I do move. It already used to take me a week. Listen, now I have you. Don't be mad at me. Oh, no. It's okay. Definitely not mad. You feel like a hoarder, yeah. Yeah. I told y'all don't want me to get no Mr. CERCA. He come in here and be like, I did not buy this stuff. Queen and Joy, Auntie, Hatsmata, and everybody else. Miss Deborah, classy lady. The list is too long for me even to list all the people that wanted me to be a hoarder. Isabel, Mr. Hardy, Mr. Michael, Auntie Judy. I can't even list everybody. I don't even know. But they don't want me to. Queen said, and two. She don't give a damn. If I say don't send me nothing, she said send her whatever you want. We don't listen. Send her whatever you want. Just send it. Don't mind her at all. Don't listen to anything she has to say. Just go ahead and send it. And I'll be like, no, it's okay. She said, don't listen to her. Matter of fact, here go the P.O. box address right here. Listen here. Oh God. Don't listen to her. Joy included. And Will. Listen to me. But one of the things that I see is that y'all not even giving to me. Y'all giving to everybody. To see that y'all be receiving gifts from people that y'all never met in y'all life. To see that you all are not just thinking about the influencer, right? Y'all think about everybody in our community. That's a blessing to be amongst people that you never met them and they know you got an issue. Y'all talk on the phone like, because I know Rika and Queen and Mari and Auntie and Isabel, y'all, Miss Ida, y'all all be getting together, chopping it up, having Bible studies. That's mind-blowing to me. And we ain't never met in person. Some of us. I did one meet and greet. And it wasn't that many people there. But you got family that don't got your blood in you, that if you need something, they look out. They look out. Matter of fact, so much you be like, I don't need no more. That's okay. You sure? Yes, Queen. Give me her people. See? That mess right there. That's that Florida girl. I said, yeah, give me her P.O. box. Yeah, Queen. Where is it? See? That's the stuff I be talking about right there. I love our family too. Absolutely do. This is giving me a headache. Queen done been there for me a few times. Come on. When you can't even call your own family. Hell, y'all been there for me more than my family. For sure. For real. And that ain't even no joke. It's been some times I'm been like, Lord, whew, what am I doing? Somebody say, ding, CERCA fund. I be like, thank you, Dad, because I needed that little change. Because y'all know, listen, Auntie K, Ladies Necessity, Angel, and a few other have been there for me. Come on. So if you're new here and you feel like you don't have nobody stay around, you won't feel like that for long. Because we care about our people over here. We don't do users, but we care about our people. And we make sure our folks is straight here. As best we can. I mean, we don't got millions of dollars. But, and hell, we don't even got hundreds of thousands of dollars. But, you know. I do have Zelle, but I don't use it for this. I don't know how to set it up to where I'm going to have to get a business Zelle. Or, I mean, because we got a business account, but I don't know how that all works. So I have to figure that out. I'll be a little bit leery about that. Because people are scammers and stuff. So right now we have Zelle. And, I mean, not Zelle. Venmo, PayPal, PayPal, and something else. But I don't even know how to get, I don't know. I don't know. It's all on the website. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I don't know. They had to force me to get all of that stuff. I was not gonna get it at first. And I say that all the time because it's the truth. They made me get an Amazon list. All that, I was like, I don't need it. They was like, where? I don't need it. I don't need it. Listen here. Lord Jesus. I hear you, Florida girl. Oh, this why I ain't even went to go pick up no packages because my hands hurt. And I never know what y'all gonna send, so. Our meet and greet people are still connected. Come on, Tadera. We kicked it, didn't we, girl? Tadera was there. We had a good time, honey. It did. Ate good, drank good. Lord. We even prayed for a lady on the mountain, man. It was good. We had a great time. We got another one coming up. We gonna do it. It was supposed to be this month, but with all the stuff, so we just about to see. We gonna play it by ear, but hopefully soon. I just told my cousin yesterday. Look, right, classy lady. Classy lady said, hey, roomie. We had people riding up together that didn't know each other. People was putting in on cabins. They never knew each other, never met nobody. Because look at here now. Hold on. You hear me? Oh, yes, honey. I'm definitely going this time. Thanks. We need some more brothers. Bring your cousins and stuff. It was only my son and a few other men. We need some brothers there, too. Bring y'all wives, y'all. It was, listen, we kicked it. Didn't we? We had a great time, honey. Them folks, we had a good time. It was good. And our ma, Alicia, her mama is a chef. So she was cooking, baby. She was making all kind of stuff. Baby, listen. Honey, I had so many plates. Every time I turned around, we was eating and drinking. It was like a festival from the Bible. Good time with no attitudes. We didn't have no craziness. It was how family reunions is supposed to be. I was just hanging with TT and y'all had an ignorantly good time. Ignorantly good time, didn't y'all? Y'all heard that? Queen, Mari, and Auntie was just hanging out yesterday. I bet you they had another ignorantly good time over there. I know they did. I'm going to get in on one of them. I'm getting in because I know they be over there clowning. I already know. Ain't nobody told me nothing. Well, you in the place where we coming to. We coming to your state, girl. We going to Oklahoma. We going to Oklahoma. Listen here. It was life-changing. It was life-changing. And come comfortable. Now, we going to have our goodwill prom when we do this. I was not invited, twin. Uh-oh. You in trouble, queen. Yeah, you in trouble. Your twin said I was not invited. Listen here. This is a place of love and community. We probably going to be in Tulsa. Somewhere near Tulsa. Yeah, we going to Tulsa because we was in Tennessee last time. We gonna go to Tulsa, then we gonna go West Coast. I don't know if it's gonna be New Mexico or Arizona, cause we go on cheap trips, honey. We don't want you having to take no loans and stuff. You ain't gotta buy all them fabulous clothes. Bring what you already got. We ain't doing that. We don't do them. We be trying to get everything for the low, baby. We do cheap vacations, so you can go back home and still pay your bills. Yeah. You said sounds fun. Oklahoma is up the street. Good job, because that's where we going. Yeah. Baby, we did dress comfortable, honey, and was crusty feet and all I had. I didn't care. Heels was crusty. We just went like we was going over our cousin's house. I mean, you can bring some cute stuff, but don't go do all that. Mm-hmm. Do not do that, honey. We was family, sweating outside and everything. It was good. It was a great time. We ate and had a good time, just like it was good. When are we coming to Seattle? I don't know. I'm not teasing, Queen. What you expect me to do? Plan it? First of all, we were supposed to do it at the end of March, but I ended up being down there with Auntie P for 20 days. So when I got back, we was planning, and then they started talking about around, because remember we were supposed to do it like early April. Then the damn eclipse came, and they was talking about preparing and the bridges and all of that. So we gonna get it together. You said I'm gonna do my nails, retwist my hair, and make my husband get my skinny clothes out the attic, and is. You said I know how to get you going. We gonna do it. We gonna do it. We are gonna do it. Yeah, we gonna have a couple more, y'all. But listen. Safety is an important thing to me. I don't want you going and thinking you got to go do nothing crazy to you. This is not, we don't do extravagant stuff. Like we went camping and I found out that there's another place. There's another place like the one we went to in Tennessee. We went glamping, y'all, and we got cabins. Right? So I think like some of the cabins was like what, 700 for 3 days or 600 for 3 days. So, but it was enough space to fit 5 or 6 people in there. Tiny houses. Yeah, we did the tiny house homes. But it's like glamping. So it was people that only had to pay $75 or $80 for the weekend for 3 days. So you can get in with people and get into, I mean, unless you bring in your family, you see? You see what I'm saying? So we glamped. It was so nice too. We had such a good time. Right. So $80, $90, $100. That was your weekend feast plus just you getting there, and a lot of people drove. That's why we're not going to places where everybody normally goes to. We're going to go to places that are affordable. So if you want to bring your family, if you want to bring whatever, you can. Now, fire pit and all. We had a great time. I'm trying to tell you. Indeed. And there's another place that's in Oklahoma that's like that. So I'm room with people I never met before, and it was awesome, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Yeah. So here pretty soon. Just let's. Yeah. I mean, yes, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Don't y'all want to do it? You here for it? Yes. And when I tell y'all, we had a great, people brought their food with them, and everybody was cooking and putting in on the breakfast. It was good. It was good. It was. We had a great time. Yeah. We did. We had a good time. We just kicked it. My birthday is this fall. That would be a perfect gift. Yep. I came in late, but yes, whatever. Girl, we was talking about our being in Tennessee. We was talking about being in Tennessee. When we was up there, how much of a good time we had, Ro. We was kicking it. Highly upset I missed the last one. It's all right. It's okay. Matter of fact, I'm about to get off here and I'm about to go looking. We'll read the rest of this later. Yeah, I'll read this later. I'll get working on it now. That way we can get something going on. Give me a couple weeks, one or two. Not we get it, y'all had a good time. Yeah, we about to do it again. We going to Oklahoma, bro. I gotta see what we can find. Cause you know everybody being playing their stuff 2 years ahead of time. So I gotta get in and see where we can fit in, and then it's on you to pay your stuff off and get your stuff and whatever you gotta do for you and whoever is coming. Now, if you plan on bringing your kids, there's gonna be some events that do not have children, so you're gonna need to bring a babysitter or a teen that's old enough to stay with them if we end up doing this prom, because the kids can't come to that because it's gonna be alcohol and whatever there. So there'll be no kids around strangers where there's alcohol. Cause we gonna have our goodwill prom. So if you're bringing kids that can't stay in a hotel by themselves or whatever, you're gonna need to bring a grandma or somebody with you that can stay with them. Cause we still gonna do our prom too. We still doing our goodwill prom, honey. You can go to the Goodwill and find you something secondhand store, or wear something you already got. But we balling out on a budget. And there's gonna be a contest for but you gotta have your Goodwill receipts showing that you bought it at Goodwill in order to enter the contest. My husband will be the designated babysitter and my designated driver and my designated bodyguard. And Will, my son said, y'all heard y'all nephew talking about when is we going. He ready for it too. You said sounds fun, so I agree to whatever. We're going to Oklahoma, probably Tulsa. Might be Oklahoma City. We'll see. Hopefully we can get some stuff in Tulsa. Right. He just said it when we was in live. He was like, is we getting ready to go to Oklahoma or what? I'm on the way. He enjoyed himself too. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. And that's why we doing it. A lot of people never got to go to prom. I was pregnant too. I got pregnant the weekend after prom. I went to prom. I went to somebody's junior prom. I was a sophomore. But that was the only prom I went to because I was pregnant a week or so after that. Yep. You went to prom pregnant. I got pregnant a few days after prom. No more than 2 weeks. So I didn't go to another one. Yep. Well, now you get to go to the Goodwill or go to a secondhand store as long as you find it on a budget. Well, now you get to go. So if you and your husband or whatever, y'all want to come and dress up, we going to do that. And it ain't going to be all extra extravagant because we do everything on a budget. You said you was pregnant too, right? Well, now we get to redeem ourselves. Now we get to redeem ourselves. Now you get to be sharp and we going, it's going to be simple. Okay? It's going to be simple. Because we got people coming from all over and everywhere. Now, I am going to say this. If we do end up doing the prom, we are going to collectively pay for the spots. Because y'all know we give out money all the month. So I'll let y'all know how much it's going to be to rent the space. I'm not trying to make no money. I don't make no money. I'm not taking no money. Whatever money we send in is going to be so that we can pay for our space. And if we do catering or whatever, we'll break it up and see exact. But because y'all know I don't take no money for no meet and grease and none of that stuff. I'm not doing any of that. So when we send in money, it's just once we get our space and know what we're doing as far as the prime part of it, it might be $10, $15 a person. I don't know how much it's going to be. Don't send no money right now because we don't know how much it's going to be once we find our space. But, if we can get catering and all of that or whatever, I don't know. So we'll go in collectively to put that space together. Okay. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Pumpkin. Okay. So we'll get it together and we'll figure out how much that's going to be so that we can all just put in our little bit if you're going to be coming. And that's it. Because I don't care about no money and all of that. We just want to make sure we got our space and our food, honey. And the liquor. And the liquor. I'll see. I know they got kid stuff you can do down there. So maybe we can do a kid event where I can talk to all my little nieces and nephews and say hello to them so they can meet their TT circle. And we already got little... Y'all know I had bought these last time for the last one and we didn't get to do it, but for our brothers and stuff when they come. We got sword pins and we got all kind of little knickknacks and stuff that we have for folks to bring and take. And I got all them Polaroids that I got that we can take pictures and just lay them on the table. We'll probably get some cameras and stuff like we did last time and leave them out so people can take pictures in that hole now. So we still got stuff from the last one that we didn't even use. So I love y'all. Let me get to work on this then so we can get something going, because it didn't even take us like 2 weeks, I think, or 3 weeks. We had that one done in 3 weeks. And then too, once we know exactly where we'll be, maybe we can put something up on the website so y'all can get with people. If y'all gonna be rooming with folks or whatever. That's what we did last time. Once people found out how much, where they wanted to go, everybody was putting in and they paid. They had one person that was paying for the room or however that worked. So y'all be able to get together. You want to drive and see different states? Yep, that's what we're going to do. But we going to have cheap fun. We believe in cheap fun. You hear me? We ain't doing that. We ain't trying to live beyond our means. And we ain't trying to go into debt to go on no vacation. I want you to go back and be able to go right back to your regular life. Okay? So, with that, we ain't doing all that. We don't got to have extravagant. We just want to have fun. Maybe that's why they be so mad at all those super elegant events, because they be broke. They be mad about all the money they spent. We not going to do that. We going to be happy with a little bit of change in our pocket, okay? That's what we going to do. So, girl, they be mad because they be broke. We was happy because we had a little change in our pocket, honey. We did some stuff on the budget, and so we can actually enjoy the trip. Nah, we ain't doing all that. Yes. So, yeah. Once we know, y'all be able to get with people and see who's close enough where you can drive or caravan. Because people did do that. It was people that drove up from Georgia and Alabama and they caravan together. I think somebody drove to somebody's house and then they got in the van together. So, yeah. We're going to have a good time, though. The main reason I moved to the middle of nowhere, I said, oh, rent is cheap here. That part. That part. I'm not trying to live beyond my means, baby. I don't want to be angry every day. So, I love y'all. I'm about to go. I'm going to go look up some stuff and see what we can find. Hoo-wee. Okay. I know Mother's Day is coming up and all of that, so we got to get around graduations and all of that kind of stuff. We going to Oklahoma, baby. Probably Tulsa or OKC, whichever one we can get into and find a place. Somewhere near there. Because that's like middle America. And then the next one we do, we'll go West Coast. Because we already did kind of like East Coast, Southern. We was in Tennessee. And then we're going to do Oklahoma. I be trying to go to places where people don't normally travel for vacation. So that way the rates on the hotels and all that kind of stuff is cheaper. But because if you going to Vegas and places like that, it's already expensive. They already know you a tourist. So if we go to places where they not looking for that, you know what I'm saying? Where it's a cheap tourist attraction and you can do a lot of free stuff with the kids or whatever. That's the kind of stuff I'll be looking for. Those who want to fly Southwest, $39 tickets just started again. So that's why we need to hurry up. So, yeah. Yep. So, well, we went in the spring. End of summer is okay, but people that got kids can't really do end of summer because they got to buy school supply and school clothes at the end of summer. And they got to feed the kids all summer, so we don't be doing nothing around that time. Yeah, no. I know how I feel because I didn't have money at the end of the summer because I've been feeding these kids no. And then I got to turn around and buy all these damn school clothes and all this stuff to give to other kids. I ain't had no money between like July and August. I was tapped out. September, October, stuff started looking a little bit more normal. But no, I didn't have it. So, I love y'all. I'm going to go look up some stuff and try to find me something to eat. I will see y'all in a little bit. Oh, yeah. And we got Classy Lady, who is, if you feel up to it, Mama, I don't know. But we do have a few travel agents, too. So, Classy Lady, Auntie Classy Lady in here is a travel agent. So, if you need help with flights and all of that stuff, once we solidify where we're going to be, Classy Lady is the person you need to get with if you don't, you know what I'm saying? If you need help with travel arrangements and stuff like that. But don't play with her time. because it's valuable. She's also a teacher and has a lot of other stuff that she do. So, classy lady will be the person y'all can get with if you need help looking at hotels and stuff once we know where we're going. All right. Bye, y'all. I'm going to keep saying that, and then I'll just keep repeating the same thing.